Over 400 names in acknowledgement receipts of the Department of Education's confidential funds have no records with the Philippine Statistics Authority, according to a lawmaker. During the House Committee on Good Government and Public Accountability's hearing on Monday, December 9, Panel Chair Joel Chua says the Philippine Statistics Authority found that 405 individuals out of 677 listed in the DepEd's acknowledgement receipts have no birth certificates.
Tayo po ay sumulat upang isumite ang 677 pang pangalan na nakalagay sa acknowledgement receipt ng DepEd, kung saan tayo po ay binigyan ng tugon ng Philippine Statistics Office dated December 8, 2024, at dito kanila pong sinasabi na out of 677 individuals, 405 ay walang birth certificate o walang record sa birth certificate o pwede nating sabihin na non-existent.
In a certification issued November 25, 2024, the PSA confirmed it was not able to find a birth, marriage, or death certificate under the name Mary Grace Piatos. She was supposedly the person who signed the acknowledgement receipts of money from the OVP's confidential fund. Antipolo's 2nd District Representative Romeo Acop was the one who earlier pointed out to the Commission on Audit that several acknowledgement receipts were signed by a certain Mary Grace Piatos. During the panel's November 5 hearing, Acop expressed doubts about whether she's a legitimate identity, as the signatory's first name is similar to a popular coffee shop and restaurant, while her last name is the same as a famous potato chip brand. Lawmakers then raised concerns that the Office of the Vice President had crafted a scheme using fictitious names to justify its spending. The House panel has been investigating alleged irregularities in the utilization of public funds with the Department of Education and the Office of the Vice President under Vice President Sara Duterte. The Department of Foreign Affairs is advising Filipinos in Syria to take necessary precautions as rebels swept into Damascus and declared the end of President Bashar al-Assad's rule. In a statement, the DFA says it continues to monitor with concern ongoing developments in Syria. The agency cautions Filipinos in Syria to be cautious and stay in contact with Philippine Embassy in Damascus. The Philippines further calls on all concerned parties to exercise restraint and refrain from further violence to avert further casualties and deaths of civilians. DFA records show there are 703 Filipinos in Syria. DFA spokesperson Teresita Daza says that Syria remains under Alert Level 4, which entails mandatory repatriation at the Philippine government's expense. Due to the escalating violence, the Philippines has maintained a crisis alert level since the outbreak of the civil war in 2011. According to a report by Agence France Presse, Syria's government fell 11 days after the rebels began a surprise advance more than 13 years after Assad's crackdown on anti-government protests ignited Syria's civil war. The rebel factions that proclaimed the end of 50 years of oppression under Ba'ath rule and 13 years of crimes and tyranny and displacement. Fuel retailers are set to implement another round of mixed price adjustments for petroleum products starting Tuesday, December 10. Based on separate advisories by local oil firms on Monday, December 9, gasoline prices will increase by 40 centavos per liter this week. On the other hand, the prices of diesel will be reduced by 50 centavos and the prices of kerosene by 75 centavos a liter. Department of Energy Oil Industry Management Bureau Director Rodela Romero earlier said a potential hike in gasoline prices could be blamed on the ongoing geopolitical tension in the Middle East, particularly the strikes between Israel and Hezbollah. She added that the decision of OPEC Plus to delay output increases could influence price movements. OPEC Plus is composed of the Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries and allies led by Russia.